run. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Here's Rodgers off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. It's caught. Jones. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. One quarter down, 8-0 the score. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg. Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Woo! And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the two-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly.
And all the way in for the touchdown. Kenyon Drake. 75 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Well, I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Now this throw caught left side. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On 2nd down, it's Alexander. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he goes out right around the 39.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Here's Michael Vick. He's got it at the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. This will be the final play of the half. Vick and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. DK Metcalf. As time expires in the first half, and the Giants are able to grow their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram there to make the grab. And the Giants add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Takes it at the 7. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got it at the 15. And touchdown. DK Metcalf. 67 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans. Rolling along here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Vick going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The veteran Mario Addison in there to drop him for a loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Yeah,
and
it's
he will
on.
bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he'll bang that one through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches get.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 68 yards. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for him. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 42 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Mario Addison picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On play action, now Rodgers. Rolling to his right. Airing one out for Crowder. And now here is another interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play. And Mike. Interception. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Well, we often poke a little fun at running backs past the age of 30. Oh, they're getting old. They can't run anymore. Well, he's showing past the age of 30, you can still have some nice runs like that.
You certainly can, and I think that we're starting to expand our definition of old running back. Because it used to be as soon as they hit 30, we want to get rid of these guys and go to the younger guys. But now that the guys are taking such great care of themselves, as you pointed out, you can still get explosive runs at any age.
That's good for 28 yards. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their number one receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
So first and goal now from the 7-yard line. Murray now. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Throwing again, Murray, escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On 1st and 10, McNair. Walker with a grab, left side. Past the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. They'll try and pound it with Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point attempt to come here. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. On first down, it's McNair. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. From the gun, here's McNair. Buying time to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Giants have taken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things...
It got his man, complete.
Showtime, baby.
Touchdown, New Orleans. Steve Smith, 81 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the 2-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Murray now to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Out of the gun, it's McNair. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, McNair finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McNair. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. From the gun, McNair. He'll dump that off to Walker, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Herschel Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are going to jump. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit?
Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers? And he's going to be taken down. Penalty marker on the field, however. Which side is this on? So they'll decline the penalty there and go ahead and keep the yards lost on that last play. On second down, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. Sheds off the tackle. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Now McNair looking for a first down throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Throwing on first down. McNair. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. From the 9, 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. McNair. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Shotgun now for Murray. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now this time, Murray to throw it, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Deion Sanders.
Ha-ha!
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On second down, McNair going for Metcalf on the deep ball. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. From the gun, Murray. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Murray. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now, 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They're going for it. Hits Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now McNair off the play fake. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Forced out to his left. Over the middle to Smith. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Murray now on first down. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. It's George. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Operating from the gun, Murray. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. He's at the 50. 30.
I'm the best in the game.
20,
I'm the best in the game.
10, 5. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And he returns this to the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Now a dump off here complete. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. To throw on second down, Steve McNair. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end, he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. Looking to throw on 2nd down. McNair finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. To throw on 2nd down, McNair looking for his running back, and he's got him. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium. Ready for football now on a sunny Florida afternoon. And we are underway from Miami. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And now it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Will Fuller back deep to return. Take it at the 37. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run with LT, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. On third down, Wilson. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Oh, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Dancing to his left. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eric Kendricks able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Tomlinson again, a first down carry. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis. LaDainian Tomlinson, 49 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Operating from the gun. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Eddie George, the one he was looking for, but it'll be second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Murray again, 2nd and 10, forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jack Youngblood gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Then Steve Smith hauls it in and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards, and the drive keeps going. First down, Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charlie Werner, the tight end, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
A throw over the middle taken in. Now the ball comes loose, and the Colts pick it up. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now a first carry for their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12. Wilson. This is for his running back, Tomlinson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Javon Curse. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Third and long, it's Wilson. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. From the gun, Murray being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Catch is made by Harry. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Flush to his right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Looking here for Smith downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down. Tomlinson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Wilson now on 3rd down. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone. I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Murray, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And bulldozing his way through. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So that one will be accepted. Successive penalties have them looking now at a 1st and 20. Play fake. Murray escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Murray now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jack Youngblood able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Murray with a 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Kyle Williams with a sack. He's been doing that since he got in the league back in 2006. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package, just as you described the coverage.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Grady Jarrett. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, they give to Tomlinson. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Tomlinson, and he takes it in for a Colts score. LaDainian Tomlinson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Justin Houston in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jack Youngblood able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray flushed out right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Flush to his right. It's caught on the right side at Smith. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Eluding the pressure. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Justin Houston picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Escaping the pressure right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They stay on the ground, Tomlinson, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Aaron Donald with a sack. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Colts are going to recover the football. And that should be enough to get them home. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Wilson wants to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Traquan Smith, 36 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.